Jon Hamm's character, Monty, was hospitalized in Landman Episode 8, raising questions about his health. Jon Hamm is one of the biggest names in Landman's cast, bringing his talents to Taylor Sheridan's latest boomtown oil industry drama. However, Monty has appeared in minimal scenes throughout the first 8 episodes, primarily talking to Billy Bob Thornton's Tommy Norris over the phone as he makes decisions from the big city. Concerns related to Monty's health have been teased throughout the season, and they seemingly take a turn for the worst in Episode 8. Monty speaks to Rebecca Falcone and Nathan on the phone as they negotiate the settlement deal with Ariana. Due to Cooper's help, Ariana manages to get twice the amount they initially offered, and the revelation of this matter piles on Monty's stress. He monitors his heart rate on a wristwatch, and the number begins to skyrocket, causing him to ask his driver to take him to the hospital. Landman's Episode 8 ending didn't reveal too much information about what's happening with him, but Demi Moore's cameo forbade him from taking work-related calls until he recovers. Monty's heart condition has been teased throughout Landman Season 1. Monty's health problems have been mentioned in several scenes. Monty's health is teased throughout Landman Season 1 in several scenes that involve his character. When he was shown on the golf course, he stated that he didn't necessarily enjoy playing but that he was doing it as a form of exercise. Cammy has also encouraged him to exercise, improve his diet, and has removed coffee mugs from his hand to limit his caffeine intake. For the most part, it seems like his heart problems are due to a combination of minimal exercise, dietary intake, and, most importantly, high stress. Monty's first dialogue in Episode 8 even featured him discussing healthy lifestyle choices with his scene partner. The brief conversation, which involved existential life philosophies about fate and human autonomy, could be foreshadowing Monty's death coming soon as a result of his habits. Even if the scene suggests that diet and limiting caffeine intake might not have helped him, the show could be posing that Monty's endless pursuit of money at the cost of every other aspect of his life will ultimately lead him to an untimely passing. Did Monty agree to the settlement because of his heart? Monty agreed to a deal with Ariana that lost him $3 million. Paulina Chavez's Ariana talking angrily at Billy Bob Thornton's Tommy in Landman. The reveal of the $1 million counteroffer is what puts Monty in the hospital, but it's possible that his health condition led him to fold over. If he was more stalwart, he might be willing to take Ariana to trial and ultimately destroy her for trying to take from him, but that would cause even more strain on him. Win or lose, a trial would potentially cause years of stress in public relations issues, lawyer costs, and more. He's an extremely wealthy man, and at this point, he'd prefer to toss away the money rather than deal with all that. Granted, Tommy states later in the episode that the company doesn't usually try to save money by being cheap with family settlements, so it seems like this strategy has something to do with whatever Rebecca and Monty have going on. It seems like they were trying to lowball Ariana to begin with, so it might not be the biggest loss for MTech's. Problems with the cartel are going to be far more threatening in the final 2 episodes. Is Monty going to die in Landman Season 1? Monty could be gone before Season 2. Jon Hamm and Demi Moore in Vanity Fair's first look photos from Landman photo courtesy Vanity Fair. There are a few factors that point to Monty's death at the end of Landman Season 1. Jon Hamm has been making the rounds on TV shows over the past decade, starring in titles like Fargo, The Morning Show, and more. However, he hasn't appeared in more than 13 episodes of a single show since Mad Men ended in 2015. Hamm may be willing to lend his talents to various shows, but he hasn't committed to anything long-term. Having a 1-season stint on Landman seems consistent with his recent tendencies to AS for the narrative purpose of Monty dying. It would leave a notable power vacuum that would create issues for MTechs at the top level. Demi Moore was cast to play Cammy, yet she's barely been in the season so far. Sheridan could be waiting for Monty's death to fully integrate her, with Cammy taking the reins after he's gone. Alternatively, Tommy could find himself taking on a role on the business end of things to help Cammy hold on to her husband's company if Landman is renewed for a second season.